Right, welcome to the second video in this series, understanding how to use Fmmt software for your trading experience, for a wonderful, remarkable, profitable, consistently profitable trading experience. So in this video, let's begin with how to sell, how to get your sell signals. What things do you look out for you to open a sell trade, and where do you set your stop loss, and where do you set your take profit or your partial take profit. All right, without further ado, let's dive right in, but make sure you are subscribed to this channel. If you haven't done so, please hit on the subscribe button down below, then hit on the notification bell icon so that when I upload new videos like this, you will be notified. More so, please like this video. All right, like this video. Okay, let's talk about it. So I guess you know who I am. I am Imam Khan, all right, your friend and your boy. Okay, so let's look at how to sell. Let's look at how to open sell trade, sell positions. Now, the first thing I want you to take note of is that you use Fmmt on 15 minutes time frame for just scalping. You use Fmmt on 15 minutes time frame for just scalping. So if you are doing that, then you don't necessarily need to hold your trade overnight, okay, because it's just a scalping stuff. You just open your positions, and before you say jack, you should be getting out of the trade before close of day, okay, especially if you open the trade. If you got the signal in the morning, you should be getting out of the trade before 4 p.m 5 p.m thereabout, okay, or way earlier than that, because it's just a scalping trade, as against if you were trading on the 1 hour time frame or on the 4 hour time frame. Now, this is not to say that Fmmt doesn't work on those time frames. It works. Personally, I use it on 15 minutes time frame sometimes, and then I use it on 1 hour time frame sometimes. So because you are just getting to master it, you are just getting to know it, you're just getting to study it, I recommend you use it on 15 minutes time frame. And by the way, make sure you open a demo account and test it out on your demo account. Give it some time, maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on your schedule, to test it out and see the result you achieve. Then you can go live. All right, build your confidence in the system, develop your mastery of the system, then you can now go live. But make sure you are doing so on 15 minutes time frame. Don't start trading 1 hour or 4 hour time frame yet. You need to master this first on your 15 minutes time frame. All right, so having said that, how do we open sell trades? How do we know it's a sell signal? The number one thing you want to look out for is this. Anytime you are trading for a sell signal, remember that I told us in the introduction video that this is 0, this is 70, okay, this is 38, this is 50 Fibonacci level, this is 61 Fibonacci level, and this is what, 76 Fibonacci level, and finally this is 100 Fibonacci level, 100% Fibonacci level. All right, now these percentages is what we work with. Now for sell trade, you want to make sure that the price has come into the this zone here. You want to make sure that price has come into this zone here, and this 0 here has turned to 100. So if you see now, if you scroll down, you will see that we have 100 here. This is a buying signal. Whenever price comes into this green bar here, all right, this green bar, you will always see proven support or verified support here, and you see the number of times that area has been retested, okay, for buying. Now, all right, then you will see this green stuff here as well. But the most important thing, the first thing first, is make sure it is at 100. So if you are buying, make sure here is 100. Then if you are selling, make sure that 100 has come up and turned, and this 0 has turned to 100. All right, because it's a retracement, it's like the reverse. So make sure here is at 100%. Then you want to talking about selling. So if here is at 100%, the next thing you want to look out for, of course, if it's at 100% there, it will tell you verified resistance and retested twice and all that. Okay, then if it's at 100, the next thing you want to look out for is you want to look out for this green bar. this green horizontal bar where my cursor is, sorry, this red horizontal bar where my cursor is, you want to look out for that zone. Make sure price has come into that zone. Again, you want to look out for this ox blood. Sometimes this ox blood will be pure red, just like this. It will be pure red, just like that. So you want to look out for that as well. So I've just said three things now. First of all, here the Fibonacci level must be 100. Secondly, it must be at this red bar zone. Then this bigger red horizontal bar 2 must equally be in this ox blood or in a red, total red. Okay. Then the next thing you want to look out for, which will be number 4, is you want to look out for your dashboard. Your Fmmt dashboard, it must show safe trade here on 15 minutes time frame. Market condition must say safe trade. Of course, you will see the number of pips you will make when you take the trade. Okay, you must say safe trade. So if that is the case, the next thing you want to look out for, once it is at 100 level, it has come into this red horizontal zone. It has shown you safe trade. The next thing you want to look out for is, let me look for it now to give us a proper example. Let me look for it. It's that circle, that red circle on top. It must appear there. Let me see if we can see something like that. Yes, this is it. Beautiful. So you want to look out for this black circle. If it shows you, now look at where this black circle is inside this region, this red horizontal bar region, which is equally inside this ox blood horizontal region. This. So when you see price start getting into this zone, you know that your sell criteria is already building up. Your case for selling is already building up. Your evidences are piling up. The system is already building up your sell case for you. Okay, so once it now says safe trade, of course by this time it should be in 100% Fibonacci level. Then it gives you this circle here. It says safe trade. All right, let me zoom in. Sometimes you are going to see this inner red arrow here. That's a further confirmation. Sometimes you may not see it, sometimes you may see it. All right, if you see it, it's perfect. If you don't see it and other conditions are met, still okay. All right, but if you see it, it's even a further confirmation that can help you open even more positions. All right, then once that is done, scroll down to look at your spike indicator. Your spike indicator must be showing you this as well. Look at this red, they're showing you this red A spike. All right, there must be an A spike with a red short bar inside. All right, it must be visible like this. You must see it like this. So that is when you now open your sell trade. That is when you now open your sell trade. And where do you set your stop loss? Just above this zone here, just above this region here. All right, somewhere above where this 15 minutes, where my cursor is now, just somewhere slightly above that is where you set your stop loss. So you see that your stop loss is very, very slim. Okay, and your take profit will be all the way to the opposite direction, which is all the way to this green zone here, or all the way to this opposite Fibonacci level. All right, because if the top where you are selling from is reading 100% Fibonacci level, then the bottom at that time will be reading 0% Fibonacci level. So your ultimate or the last take profit is at that 0% Fibonacci level, which is at this opposite side of the bar, which is this green zone. Whereas intermediately you can be taking profit when you see areas like this. This is assuming we took this trade, this will be a support zone. So this can be one of your areas to take profit. All right, it can be one of the areas to take profit. You take profit, close some positions, and wait to see if it breaks that zone and continue downward. Because if it breaks that zone, it's going to retest it a bit sometimes, and then it will definitely come to this zone. So you now take your ultimate profit here. Let me use. Okay, we're already in BTC. Let me go to the current chart to see. We should have some live. Okay, so yes, let me use. Okay, I'll use this to explain the buy trade, since BTC is already in a buy trade right now. So that is what you look out for sell. Now you don't need to pay attention to this guy here where my cursor is, this 25,000, 8 clinical, and all these other guys here. It's not really necessary for us. All this other stuff you can just study them, but it's not really necessary for us. The most important things are what I am telling you right about now. So that is how we sell. Okay, then lastly, the last thing to look out for when you or before you open your sell position is the type of candle that is formed, because it's going to tell you the type of candle that is formed. All right, you want to combine this. So when price is at a 100% Fibonacci level, you want to wait for the 15 minutes time frame to close. If it closes with an engulfing candle, or it closes with a pin bar, or it closes with an inverted hammer, it will tell you the kind of candle this. So don't bother. These names I'm calling in case you are new. Don't bother about, although it will tell you it will print the name on the screen. All right, so if it closes with all those kind of candlesticks and then you get your safe trade, please and please and please, you are going to make that market. All right, without fear, with your full chest and all confidence, you're going to make that market. All right, but that doesn't mean you should over leverage your account, or you should now crazily open multiple positions on a small account. Don't do that. Make sure you use your risk management. Okay, make sure you use your good risk management. I personally like to risk 1 to 2% of an account when I'm trading. All right, 1 to 2% of an account per trade. All right, so that is that. So this safe trade, don't joke with it. It's very, very key. Anytime you see it, all right, it's very, very key. Then of course I've told you where to take your profit. Now let's talk about the buy. Now for the buy trade, this is what you want to look out for. For the buy trade, you want to make sure that here is the Fibonacci level here is at 100%, which is what it is now currently. Then you want to make sure that price has come into this light green bar, green horizontal bar, and then this sharper green horizontal bar as well. Sometimes it might not, this sharper green horizontal bar might not be as big as this. All right, it might be smaller than this, but however, it must be inside this other light green horizontal bar for it to be that your buy trade is already building its evidence and confirmations. So once that happens, the next thing you want to look out for example, now this buy trade, this safe trade that is seen here on BTC 15 minutes time frame, this was where the signal was printed here, right here, where we have this V spike with the blue inside, the blue short vertical bar inside. Okay, so it gave us this green circle like I told you. So how many confirmations do we have now? First of all, it is at 100 Fibonacci level. It is at inside the green, light green, and then there is the lighter green or sharper green as well. Then of course it has come to that zone and it has printed this circle. If you zoom in, it will give you the name of the candle, which is the bullish engulfing candle at this zone. All right, then if you equally zoom in and look at it carefully, you will see that there's an arrow here. There's an arrow. Sometimes I like to take a trade when this arrow has been formed, because it's just a further confirmation, although sometimes it must have moved a bit away from price, but it's further confirmation, so you can take another position there. All right, so if you look at it very well, you see that there's a candle here. I hope you see where I'm pointing at. Sorry, not a candle. There is a green arrow there. There's a green arrow there. Okay, there's a green arrow there. Yes. All right, so once that happens, then you know that your buy signal is set. Then you open your trade. Okay, you open your trade. Of course, it must have shown you safe trade. Remember the rules: 100% Fibonacci level here. It is inside this green bar. Price has come inside this green bar, light green bar. Then is at this darker green bar as well. Then you have your circle here. Then you have your spike, V spike here with a blue short vertical bar inside of it. Okay, then you have your safe trade here. All right, and those are your confirmations for your buy position. Then you open your buy position. Make sure you always refresh your system to make sure that the safe trade is a current one. Because for example, if I refresh this system now, this chart now, let me just refresh so that you see. It might be that the safe trade may have disappeared, meaning that signal is no more relevant. Let me refresh. Let's see. Okay, the safe trade is still there, so this trade is still relevant. It's still relevant. Let me refresh one more time. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. So let's look at it. Now, if you look carefully, you will see that it has changed to S and arrow, and it's still on the 15 minutes time frame. Look at it. It has changed toward S and arrow. So assuming you took the trade from here when he gave you the signal, by now you should have been out of the trade, at least with closing some positions or most positions. All right. Why? The ultimate take profit when you take your trade here is as just similar to what we said in the selling, all right, part of the software. You take profit at the opposite side of the Fibonacci level. So if you are buying at 100%, 100% level, your ultimate take profit is at the 0% Fibonacci level, which is around this area, this region, when price gets into this region. All right, but that shouldn't be the case every time. For example, if I was in this trade, okay, I'm still in this trade anyway. I'm not ready to okay, I've closed some positions anyways. I closed some positions earlier. Now, what you would do, assuming you took this trade, is when you see that price is coming into a verified resistance zone, which is this red bar here, and it told you here verified resistance zone, which is the 50% Fibonacci level. Once price gets there, close some trades, guys. Close some trades and relax and chill. Sometimes if it's a very strong bullish movement, it will retest this zone again. Once it retests this zone again, it will be another opportunity for you to enter by the time it changes to safe trade or gives you uh, a bullish candlestick pattern, which it will print out for either an engulfing candle or a hammer or whatever. All right, but the first take profit should be when there is an immediate resistance zone. Should be your first take profit. Don't hold the trade assuming or in hope that it will break that zone. Don't do that. Take profit first. All right, if you open just one position, then you can close it. If you open multiple positions, then you can close one and allow one to run and see where it gets to. Okay, if you break this zone, this will be another zone to take profit. If you have another positions, multiple positions open, another zone to take profit. Then finally, this will be at the major zone to now close the entire trade. All right, so that is how we open buy positions using Fmmt. Okay, make sure your spike is here and there's a sharp light sky blue vertical short vertical bar inside the V spike, whereas for the sell trade it will be a red in the A spike, a red short vertical line in the inside the A spike. All right, so those are the conditions. So how do you set your stop loss here? Just the same way you did for yourself, just somewhere around here. All right, just below this point here, below this point. So you can just click on your cross arrow bar and come down there to know the price level so that you can use that to look at it. Somewhere around here shows 0.4478, so you can just set your stop loss somewhere around there. Okay, so that is how we open buy trades. Make sure those confirmations are met, those conditions are met before you open your buy trade. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. You will always catch trade. This is 15 minutes, so there will be multiple trades. All right, in a week you can get up to three to five trades in a week. Okay, just stay by your system, turn it on in the morning. I usually turn my system on in the morning when the market is just opening, from anything from 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm usually on my system checking the trades, checking the chart. Once I see that price, I've missed its signal and price is somewhere, price has left here and price is already at this zone here, I do not bother myself. I don't worry. I just wait for price to get to this zone here, and then I'll wait for to see other confirmations if they align, other conditions rather if they align. If they align, then I'll take a sell trade. If they don't align, then I'll just wait for some more reversals, bullish reversals, for price to come into this zone some more, and then I can now ride the trend further up. So that is that about that, guys. I don't think there's anything I left out. I think I've covered everything that needs to be covered. Now don't play with all these intermediate zones that you see here. They are important. Always secure your trade when price is approaching those zones. Always secure your trades. This like this zone here. Then look at this. What do I call this now? Is it pink or light purple? All right, this bar where my cursor is. All right, stuff like that. Then like I said, always make sure you refresh. You see that when we refresh, it has changed. So if you left your computer running for like an hour plus and you return, don't assume that the price is still where it is. Refresh the system so that you get a picture of the current price position. All right, so that is all for how to buy and how to sell. If you have any questions where you're not clear, please make sure you chat me up on WhatsApp. With your questions. So I'll leave you for now to make sure to go over this video again and then practice some more and practice some more and practice some more. See, you get used to it, and then you build your confidence, and then you can fully take your trades to your live account. That'll be all for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.